Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Jay. Yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, wish people a happy Columbus Day. Even though most people I know they don't really give a damn about Columbus because they say Columbus didn't really discover America. There was already Indians living here, and this is what I say: 1492. What does it mean to you? It means nothing. Really. It was the day when Europe and the Americas came into contact with one another. It's a day off from work for people for people that do have jobs and do work. But historically, it's not what it's attributed to be. There was already Taino Indians living here, Caribbeans living here, many nations that were already inhabiting these two continents that we call North and South America before Columbus accidentally landed here on his way to uh, India and China. It became an official holiday in the 20th century thanks to the activism of Italian Italian Americans who wanted who they were really marginalized and discriminated against when they first started to come here in the 1860s. So they wanted a holiday that connected them to American heritage, and they later petitioned for Columbus Day to be that. But for people that are of indigenous and Indian or Native American descent, this holiday is an insult to them because what started in 1492 later ended up to 200 years of genocide and war to conquer the continent, and the last frontier of the continent wasn't actually conquered until 1889 in the Battle of Wounded Knee between the United States government and the Sioux Nation. So then, for those nations south of the border that were conquered directly by Spain and directly were affected by the influx of Spaniards and other Southern Europeans into into the Americas, it was even worse because women got raped and the bloodlines of native people, such as the Aztecs, Incas, the Mapuche, and Chile and other groups, got mixed in with Southern Europeans like Spaniards, Italians, mostly Spaniards, Italians, and Portuguese, especially in Brazil. So, with that said, just like all our other holidays, we have to look at it with an open mind and an open eye, a third eye, with a conscious third eye to see why we really celebrate. And so this, on the one hand, it was established to stop discrimination of one group, Italian Americans, because the irony about the Italian American experience here in the United States is that Italian people are exalted as the main explorers of America. Many explored, even besides Columbus, were Italian, like Amerigo Vespucci, for example. But at the same time, when they started to immigrate to the United States here, they were heavily discriminated against. They were told that they weren't white, which being in America has this racial caste system that they've had ever since, well, forever. ever since they became a nation in 1776. Um, the status of non-white was very meant that a group was marginalized. So Italians were heavily marginalized. So on the one hand, um, Columbus, the establishment of Columbus, the Columbus holiday was a good thing because it gave Italian Americans the recognition that they wanted. But on the other hand, it was a bad thing because look at the type of person and type of human being that we're celebrating. Someone who sanctioned the murder of millions and millions of people. We wouldn't celebrate the birthday of Hitler, would we? I should hope not. So, so sometimes, like I said in previous videos, we have to look at our heroes and see them for who they truly are, both in real life and in fiction. And other times we have to look at our villains and see who they really are, both in real life and in fiction. But irrelevant to that point, if you have off today and you don't have to work, have fun having off and not having to work. Peace.